don't know if you would stay my baby, but I know that my mother would never. Raise gon' step my back.
Out here really quickly with a message for all of my muscular men out there. People love it, it's great, I care about you, but nobody cares about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that. We don't want to see that. That's not what we want to see. So you can like do that with like your guys in like a subtle homoerotic way, but like we don't care.
Shut up, bitch!
I came out of a 3-year relationship with a single mother. The thing about single moms is you're gonna end up with double, triple, quadruple the heartbreak. And when you spend time playing Halo with little Timmy and zeroing the scope in on the BB gun of Billy, when she goes, they go too. You'll never see them again. It's also very easy for them to end the relationship and just, slide into the next relationship. They have questionable judgment skills. You'll never be a priority. Save yourself for somebody else that has the capacity of the time. They think the world is going to revolve around her and her kids. She's emotionally unavailable. Kids will work against you. They're not intentionally trying to do this, but even your presence in that relationship, you're pissing on the flame of reconciliation between the two parents. They have a distorted self-image. All you have to do is go on any dating app. See single moms in there, they think they're a 10 when they're like a 6. They don't take a lot of ownership for the mistakes that happen in their life. And it's 100% investment with 0% ROI. You don't get anything back invested in some other man's children. I'm in my 40s, my mom still mothers me.
This is what happens when a woman gets into a relationship with an emasculated man. Emasculated men force their women into the masculine role. Where do you want to go for food? What do I need to bring for our trip next week? What should we do today? These are all things you will hear from an emasculated man. He's going to leave the majority of the decision making up to her. And if the woman does not have the tools to stay in her radiant feminine energy, she will automatically take the lead and go into the masculine. This inverted dynamic is going to cause her to feel stressed, tense, tight, and him to feel irritated. And it's going to create a whole boatload of needs that are going to go unmet. Fellas, don't do this to your woman. And ladies, don't lead your man no matter what. Hit the follow button for more polarity advice.
Oh, I know. Bitch, I know. Let's move on, man. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
I'm mad. He's a genuine threat to young men. Absolutely a misogynist. Well, what do you think? Is this a good idea?
You know what I find funny? If there's any space that gives men any type of message that isn't "you suck," automatically it's seen as misogynistic, it's seen as a threat to young men. But watch this. Females who hate men in general and black men especially can make an entire platform getting to almost 1 million followers. And not a darn thing will happen to them if they can voice their disdain. This woman can say a lot of men are freaking creeps and weirdos and only like little girls. We already know who this is, but in case you don't, she built an entire platform just shaming and berating the male sex, solely just for existing, and gone on record calling herself a misandrist. On with this woman also calling herself a misandrist, saying that all men are liars, and then invalidating men's experiences dealing with domestic violence. Like literally invalidating the experiences of men on her platform, and gets away with it by just crying about it. But yeah, these women are not a threat to young women at all.
Like, you know what I don't get? I hate when men get on this app and they complain about that 50-50 stuff. Like, bro, you're supposed to pay all the bills. Like, if you broke, just say that, bro. Like, even though your girl got her own job and her own money, you supposed to spend all yours on her. That's just your responsibility as a man. You're supposed to break your back for a woman that has her own everything. Even though she got her own car, her own job, her own money, you're supposed to spend yours. She's supposed to be selfish and keep hers. Because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. Like, bro, you're not a real man if you don't spend all your money on your girl, bro. Like, bro, if you're not paying all the bills, bro, you're not a real man. Like, I don't care. Like, you're supposed to be a walking bank while she lives with you for free. Like, she's a fucking kid.
nobody really wants to see you be successful, especially if they're not attached to your success. Most people that you are around, it could even be your own family. Most people you are around, why would they want to see you successful if they're not going to be a part of it, and then they feel like you are just stunning on them?
Hey, y'all know what's funny? When your exes try to come back after being disappointed from the people they thought were better than you. Snooze, you lose.
We're going to talk about this article that just came out in Psychology Today, The Rise of Lonely Single Men.
There's something extremely sinister to seeing her overjoyed reaction to reading such a catastrophic title like The Rise of Lonely Single Men. Not even to mention what that title logically entails, which is the subsequent rise of lonely single women. But it's just like, bro, that's like something bad happening to at least 50% of the population in men. Like, I get it, we live in a patriarchal tyranny and men this, men that, but really? You're happy that there's a rise in lonely single men? And this isn't even a gotcha moment, but the people that purport to fight for social justice and are filled with compassion have zero compassion when something bad is happening to 50% of the population. I was under the assumption that social justice meant the betterment and harmony of all people, not just one group.
This deluxe is all cap. This shit is not real.
I'm pretty tall for an Asian girl.
How tall are you?
And when I put on my heels, I would like to still be shorter than Mama Ann. So they need to be, I think, at least 5'11", but I prefer like 6 feet tall.
Oh, brother!
The deal breaker. You know, this is the deal breaker? The whole video should be a deal breaker.
I have a younger brother, and anybody younger than me, I just automatically think of my brother, so.
Well, how much younger are we talking though?
You could be the hottest person in the room, and if they tell me they're even a month younger than me, I'm just like.
They had to search like the depths of hell. He's 25!
You're gonna be single for a while.
Thank you for saying that, yes! You have this unrealistic expectation. Look at this unrealistic expectations of people. It makes no sense. The nigga's a year younger than you. You acting like you fucking Wayne Gracie. That's not even the right. I didn't even make the joke right.
Pay all the bills, grown, while she's living for free, rent free, and stacking all her bread.
Hey, you know, I got a homie that did that. He was with that girl about 4 years, paid all the bills, even paid her car note. I'm talking 100% sponsored her whole life. The man's lost his $25 an hour job and had to go work at FedEx, so he couldn't really afford to spoil her the way he was. Mind you, she working now. She's been working the whole time they together. So he go through her phone one night and see that she dealing with this street dude. He confront her about it, like, how the fuck did you do this? I could have cheated, but I didn't. Like, I've been nothing but good to you. Not only did she just blatantly admit it, she says she did it because he obviously not a real man, because he can't hold down his household. You know, she had unsaved up $65,000 within them 4 years and put my dog out with $500 to his name. You never invest in no woman you have no ties to. Because women wake up with new emotions every day, and it's going to kill you if that investment turns out to be a subscription.
You can actually always tell in a group of guys who's the Lion King. You can.
Okay, let me lay down the groundwork and then we'll go to the statement. When it comes to male friend groups, there are no leaders of the group. There's only subject matter experts. Whoever gives us the most leverage in a situation, that's who leads us at the time. One of the homies is good at basketball, so he leads us in basketball because we want to win. There's one homie that's good at clubbing and dancing, is super popular and known for dancing. He leads us, so we sync up with him because we'll get the most eyes on us and they'll think, oh my God, do they practice? No. Then there's one that's good with women. Hers, she's, people with the capacity to get pregnant, whatever y'all feel like being called today, okay? So that's why you think that he's the leader of the group. He knows the game the best. He's had the most success, and we all want success. So if we go up to a group of women, we're letting him do most of the talking. He's not the leader of the group. He's just the biggest hoe of the group. Duh. So at the end of the day, we follow the person who gives us the most success in that situation. Sorry.
Sometimes I be tripping if a motherfucker run up.
You thought I was doing you?
I blocked this man on everything and then I posted I was single. That does not mean that you move like you single because we still go together. And that would be cheating on me. I'm in a
So me and my daughter are actually single and we're looking for a good daddy. So if you're single too and you and
You know, I'm not upset at her. I'm more upset at the simps. Yes, the simps. You are the biggest problem when it comes to modern dating. As much as we love to watch Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, all blame women, men, soft-minded, weak men who are feeding OnlyFans, who are feeding validation for this woman who obviously has no respect for herself. Men on these comments were talking about, I'll be your daddy and I love your smile. She knows this is modern day witchery, what she's doing, showing her boobs, knowing her daughter didn't sign up for that kind of low class attitude from her mom. And we know this woman's going to end up with small town meth head Earl anyway. Quit giving them validation and snatching up an 18-year lease. Quit doing it.
Oh, she probably talking to other guys. I sure am. I am. Unless you decide that you want to be with me and make it official, I sure am. I'm on the market. I'm on the market and I want all of y'all.
You know, for the girls who keep this mindset, my thing is, it's like, how do you think that that's gonna make someone put you in a relationship? You tell me that you're talking to other guys, right? And trust me, I know that if a girl is even messing with a whole bunch of, if a girl's actually sleeping with a whole bunch of guys, and I know girls are doing this because I know girls that do it, they're not gonna say it. They're not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm just talking to other guys." Oh no, some of them are actually sleeping with these guys, and they're sleeping with multiple guys, and they're not gonna tell you. So when you tell me that you're talking to other guys, and you can say, and you're gonna say, "Well, I'll wait for you to put me in a relationship, and then I'll be with you." No, that's not how that works. You have to display that you are worthy of being a wife before you get into the position of being a wife. It works like that in life with everything, right? They say when you wanna be a certain person, you have to do the things that person's already doing to be the person you want to become. When you want a job, right? You have to display that you have those qualities. You have to be qualified. Where's your resume? So you say that, oh, when you want to wife me, I'm just going to continue doing my thing. And girls have this attitude: until you put me in a relationship, I'm going to keep messing around. But what you got to understand, certain things are habits. You can't be having multiple partners in bed and think that this person's going to wife you. No, and fellas, do not wife. Don't even think about wifing girls who say they talking to multiple guys at once. Because the girls, and that's how you filter people out. There's some free game. You filter women out who say that. She's saying that I'm talking to multiple guys. Do not wife her. Do not even think about giving her a relationship. Yeah, cool. She's made cool to mess around with, have fun with. But as far as making your girlfriend or a wife, absolutely not. And a lot of you guys aren't even aware of this. Do not wife those girls. And then you got to be even more careful, because some girls, they'll be talking to other guys and say, oh, I'm talking to a few guys texting my phone. But meanwhile, she's fully blown involved with these guys. And for the women that are not actually messing with multiple men, like actually physically involved, but you're talking to multiple men, you run that risk too. You run that risk too, because we don't know. We can't separate it. And most likely women aren't going to tell the truth anyway. So when you want to talk to multiple guys, that's the risk that you run. That's why a lot of girls just lie about it. But if you want to talk to multiple guys, that's the risk that you run too. And I say don't wife those girls either. I don't care how good she looks. Because there's plenty of girls. There's more of them than there are us. Be patient.
You can't step into your masculinity because you have a ball-busting woman.
Guys, you shouldn't even find yourself on a second date with the kind of woman she's describing, much less a relationship. If you find yourself consistently going out with women like that, you're doing something. Could be lots of things, but you're doing something. Maybe you're judging on looks alone. Maybe you're not carrying yourself with enough confidence or something. Personally, I don't even meet women like this. Whatever it is about me and the way I carry myself, me and women like that, oil and water, doesn't even work. A long time ago, I went on one date with a woman as she described. We didn't even make it to the restaurant. That's how bad it was. After my divorce a couple years ago, I was on the dating apps for one hot minute. Matched with one woman. She looked good, but there was something about her bio just didn't seem right. So I'm uncertain and not really willing to jump into some big date. I suggest coffee. Let's see if we even like each other. We get on the phone and she starts making this list of demands and how coffee's not good enough and we have to do all this different stuff. I was polite. I didn't tell her off or anything. I just said, okay, I'll get back to you. Never called her again. Got on the app, unmatched her, whatever you call that. But each man's going to be a little different. I'm not you. You're not me. I don't know. So if you find yourself consistently going out with women like that, look at yourself first.